Welcome back to Let's Play Heart of Darkness. This is going to be a little bit more of a gameplay-driven episode, as last episode was a lot of cutscene, establishing the story and what have you. But now we're really going to get a feel for what this game is about. And honestly, a lot of it really is, if you're playing first time, is trial and error. For example, how are you going to know first time that these kind of, I don't know what you'd call them, Venus flytrap type creatures are going to go for those little green things? So, there's a little bit of a pattern base. Well, there's not really a pattern to it. It's more kind of wade a little bit and then duck down when you think is most appropriate. Though there is kind of a pattern to everything in this game. And if you've memorized the pattern, you're pretty much set. Although every section of the game has its own patterns and what have you. So learning all of those does take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So we pulled down that thing because, like, if we don't, we will go up a level and it will get us, is the long and the short of that. I'm going to jump into this strange plant-like thing to generate more of these green things that these Venus flytrap guys love so much. Those plants are really going to be the bane of our existence, by which I mean the kind of the piranha plant-esque type enemies. You take one step too far into this room when you enter it, and that guy gets you. This game really does not mess around. So we wait for that one to take the bait. Run past the other one. Two options here. You can either swing on the thing, or do a little jump over and run across. Right here, I forgot. It wasn't this boulder I'm supposed to be pushing. It's the one above it. Well, miraculously that fall didn't kill us, but our worries aren't over yet. So let's grab a hold of this stick. Good thing that stick was there. Now we just need to get away and out of the water. That is our primary objective at the moment. And we're good. Well, there's not really anywhere else to go, so let's climb up this tree and see what we can see. Huh. Well, let's help that guy out, why not?
Hello there. I'm Andy.
Andy! Surprise!
That was neat! Are you an acrobat?
Acrobat!
What's your name?
Amigo!
Amigo what?
Amigo, amigo!
Boy, what a scary place!
Dark Kingdom! Whoa! No go!
Look out! No, no!
Well, we were dropped, but I suppose that's to be expected. He was hit in the face with a fireball after all. Huh, what's this? Wonder if we can touch it. Oh, okay. No idea what that does, but I guess we should just press on. So I'm not really sure about that character and the people in the game, the friendly people in the game called the Amigos. It's a bit of a point of contention when I kind of think about the game and how much I like it. I kind of draw to the bad part, which is that it feels ever so slightly a bit racist, I suppose, is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, so we can't go back, we can't go forward, so what are we going to do? There's no way to go. Oh! Hang on a second. It looks like that rock has given us magical powers. For real. We touched a rock and now we have magic powers. Sweet. The one thing we can do with our magical powers is grow trees out of seeds. And that comes in very useful for solving platform puzzles. Which I think we're going to see a lot of very shortly. Just a hunch. So that stuff in the water, it doesn't really look like much, but they're fish and they eat you. I assume they're some kind of piranha, but if you go in there, they just tear you apart. And that thing will kill you if you get too close to it. It will suck you in, and you will die. And that thing there, it will grab hold of you, and it will pull you in, and you will die. Are you seeing the pattern with this game yet? Interestingly enough, this game, I think, is rated quite... age-wise, I think is rated quite lowly, but some of the deaths are quite gruesome, to be quite frank. And I think later releases of this game actually saw a bump up in age rating, because, yeah, it's not really appropriate for the age they marketed it for, or rated it as, rather, I should say. So, yes, a swimming section in a game like this, Joy of Joys, my favourite thing. A lot of it, again, pattern-based. You just have to be patient and wait for the opportunity, and when you feel confident, just go for it. This part's a little bit tricky, but you kind of just have to use the sort of bubbles and the directions they're moving in to kind of see which way you're supposed to move to get through there. Yeah, once again, wait for the right moment, and you're good. I do have to say, I do really enjoy the atmosphere of this game. That's one thing that always strikes me, is the kind of the peacefulness of it almost, coupled with the sort of panic that you know that you're going to come up on a challenge pretty soon that you're going to be stuck on for a little while. I do really enjoy that kind of juxtaposition of a kind of ponderous, almost sort of thoughtful game mixed in with something that will kill you repeatedly. Alright, so this room's got a bunch more of these guys. Take out that one. Jump in the middle. Take care not to fall down onto the bottom platform, because if that happens, that's bad news. Take out those 3 guys specifically. You don't really have to deal with the other 2. Those 3 are the ones you gotta worry about. And run away from this room, because those enemies, they are terrible, and I hate them a lot. I hate a lot of enemies in this game. So we got some of these guys that like to hang on the ceiling. I think that's the first time we're seeing them. Easy way to deal with them is to just kind of wait for them to drop on the floor and take care of them with a smaller ball of energy. Oh yes, we have the ability to, I should have said it, we have the ability to create a strong ball of energy which takes a little time to generate, and a small one which takes not very much time at all. So these guys, they kind of come out of the wall wherever they feel like it really, and if you don't know that they're coming, you'll just kind of walk into an area and they'll just pop out and they'll just get you. Instant death. Some of the climbing sections of this game can be a bit fiddly. Andy's not sure sometimes where he wants to put his feet, but, you know, eventually. Not much trouble there, but in some sections, Andy doesn't quite know where he wants to go, and it can cause a bit of a problem. I'm going to push this rock. It's going to change the water current a little bit. That seed is now moved onto that platform. That is going to be important. You can probably tell where this is going, if you've been paying attention. Have you been paying attention? I hope so. Alright, back we go. So we're going to need the seed from this plant. Make sure to take that guy out before we grab hold of it. He's going to push the other seed. Jump over to this tree. You can also shrink the trees by doing the same thing we do to grow them, which is good. Turn them back into seeds. So you're probably seeing where this is going by now, but I'm gonna grow this tree. I guess it's kind of a tree, I guess. I don't know what else I would call it. And then create a couple little platforms for us so we can climb up here. Because that's the way we need to go. There's a lot of these plant enemies, and they really sprinkle them on thick. And yeah, they're a real pain. This room especially, you have to be very careful where you put yourself. Taking it one step at a time. Take out those two guys, and you just kind of cling to the left. So the third guy on the right doesn't get you. Take care of these guys and you're good. And then I have a little bit of a problem with this room. Andy does not want to grab hold of the thing I know he's supposed to grab hold of. But there we go, we got it. Make a bit of a run for it, because there's a lot of enemies coming. They're all going to come at once, because they always do. They're going to keep getting in the way of the seed. But it's all good. Just managed to, just in time, create the tree so I could climb up. Get to this area, which is where we need to be, because if we come this way, on the lower path, we just get surrounded, and yeah, we die. So now it's just a case of kind of slowly use a small shot because it's a bit faster. Although I do have to say, aiming in this game can be a bit fiddly. You have to push forwards first, and then in the direction you want to aim. It's not the best, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Once again, easy way. Kind of crouch down on the ground, take them out when they're at ground level. Don't really pose much of a threat unless they drop directly onto you and you haven't seen them. Alright, not bad, even if I do say so myself.
Are you sure you're not from the circus?
Circus man!
Hey, where are we going?
Surprise! Casamia, Andy! Casamia!
Wow, what a neat place! It's an upside-down island.
Casamia! Acrobat, Andy!
Acrobat!
crazy.
Hey, amigo!
No
Help!
worry, no fight. We know it meat. We vegetarians.
Wow, that's for me. I'm starved. I could eat a horse.
Horse, no touch, no touch. Last food. Last horse. Share horse.
Wait, I got a better idea. Look.
Horse tree, Andy, huh? Eat horse, eat horse.
And that's the whole story, guys. As you can see, I've got big front I mean, here I am, space right in the middle of nowhere. My dog Whiskey in the hands of flying skeletons. And you guys are my only amigos. Yeah, you're my only hope. You've got to help me sneak into the Darkland without being seen and somehow get Whiskey.
Need speak loud, head honcho.
Oh, Grand Honcho. Whoa, Grand Honcho. Talk to us now, your words of wisdom.
Hey, little Josh. I know why you come. My vision eye sees all there is. Looky. I draw my vision, just like you, huh? You fly from sky to find amigo like this. Wow! Wow! You go to find dog, amigo. You must not leave. Great danger there. Great danger there. Here, I protect you with my great magic. Dark forces never come. If so, tic-tac-toe. Me voodoo magic. Look. Great Honcho says, evil bones never come here. I have spoken.
Get up, Andy! Get up! Evil bones attack village! Mark's bad here! You go!
Look out! Watch!
Here! No worry! I come!
And that is the end of part 2. I hope you're starting to see now where the direction of this game is, what the kind of feel is for it, and why I really enjoy it a whole bunch. I hope to see you again for part 3. See you then.